We're now on the 49th day of my journey to declutter my parents' entire house.
We are officially starting our fifth and final project of the house, and this is going to be the basement, so that includes the storage side of the basement and also where my husband and I live. There'll of course be a lot of mini projects that we still do, like the drawers and things, so it's not going to be over. Really excited to be moving into the final big space. Start time is 9:37 p.m.
I always have so much energy at the beginning of these things. If only I could just maintain that throughout. I started out by tackling the laundry because there was quite a bit of it. I really wanted to just get it all out of the way so we had a path to walk through. You guys know I have a reputation for grossly underestimating the amount of times that things are going to take. This was most definitely one of those times.
This is all the dirty laundry we're going to have to do.
Anna, please. No, it was not. You'll never guess who spent the next entire hour of her life finding more and more laundry in the basement. Certainly not me. You guys, I'm really sorry for the horrible lighting. It took me over halfway through doing this, stubbed my toe, to realize there was actually a light bulb that was out. Like, to be honest, it's been out for so long that I didn't even realize that there was a place for a light bulb there until my mom brought me one. Oh my gosh, the timing of me saying that is so funny because you can actually see the burnt out bulb in the top left corner here. Anyway, sorry if you get another delirious voiceover because I'm up yet again till 6 a.m. editing. Am I ever gonna learn my lesson and start these sooner? I really don't know. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm grabbing things by the tips of my fingers because I really don't want to touch any spiders. There were more in the garage, but the ones down here are scarier.
Started a bunch of spider web.
Hey, I'm actually really thankful that I only saw one spider throughout the entire night, though. I just realized this week that I'm missing a massive part of my backstory, and that's the actual details of the fire itself. Kind of important because it has to do with how we ended up here. So let me tell the whole story.
Baby swing that we will be using.
But before we can get into that, I have to show you this massive pile of dirty laundry that we're gonna have to wash. I kind of want to keep track of how many loads it takes in total, but it's gonna have to be spread throughout multiple videos because that laundry is probably gonna take us a week to get Anyway, so my husband and I were sitting on the couch of our apartment one night playing Fall Guys, and it was like right around midnight. We got this loud banging on our door. Nobody said anything. It was just a loud banging on the door. My husband went and grabbed a baseball bat because he was ready to defend us, and he went to the door and opened it. And he saw this guy running around yelling fire. I had told my husband not to answer the door in the first place because I was kind of scared, but I'm really glad that he did. Anyway, everybody made it out, and not a single person or animal was injured. But the fire was right across from us, and so all of those units across from us actually burned completely down. For the next couple of hours, we kind of just all hung out in the parking lot waiting to figure out what was happening and kind of waiting to see the damage that was done. It was the most out-of-body experience. Like, there's no other way to describe it. It literally felt like it wasn't happening to us, but I know for sure that God literally had his hand on the whole situation. Weird place to have a side note, but there's the lighting change. Because the firefighters needed to get to our upstairs area, our front door was left open the entire time. The siding outside our unit melted.
11:24.
Looking back on it, I actually see it as a huge blessing because not anything in our unit actually burned. And my heart truly felt so heavy for the people across from us. And while it felt like our world was ending because we did end up forced out of our unit in the end and all of our stuff was covered in soot, I know that it could have been 1,000 times worse. The state ended up inspecting our unit and condemning it. Absolutely everything in there was covered in soot. And a lot of it had smoke damage so bad it was completely irreversible. We contacted our insurance company and they were a pain in the butt. Instead of paying us out the full amount, they hired cleaners and it actually ended up going over budget. So a lot of the things that they weren't able to clean ended up just getting thrown out and we didn't get any money to replace those things. Anyway, immediately after the fire, my parents kind of took us in and we've been here ever since. Because at this point, I'm just genuinely kind of scared to live in an apartment again. The complex that we were in offered to move us to another unit of the exact same size. But because it was freshly renovated, and by that I mean they literally just painted the cabinets white, they tried to charge us $400 to $500 a month more than we had been paying. Even though this happened in June and we had signed a lease until December. And then we found out that we had signed away our rights to sue when we signed the lease. Even though legally they were in the right, it was still really frustrating. Anyway, as always, behind me is the stuff we're keeping and below me is what we're adding to the garage sale. I had to kind of repackage it so that we could take it out to the garage. And also because, as you know, we most definitely are going to need that hamper. Anyway, the basement's going to end up being our storage area.
It's 1:09 a.m. and we're officially done for the day. I feel like we had a really good start today.
We actually ended up doing a lot more than I thought we did, and I didn't even realize until I looked back on these. The full amount of time that we ended up working today was 3 hours and 32 minutes. Tomorrow is our 50th day, and I'm so excited.